fight the power like BITCHUTE.
What's the status, 3?
I'm good, just making the world a better place, that's all.
I came on the beat.
H-O-T-C, hold the rudder chakras, hold the rudder chakras. H-O-T-C, hold the rudder chakras, hold the rudder chakras. H-O-T-C, hold the rudder chakras, hold the rudder chakras. H-O-T-C, hold the rudder chakras, hold the rudder chakras. My ideology is just an idea of the shit I run like diarrhea, waking up non-believers. And I'm not talking about Jesus neither. I got my dad and my mother's features. I use my nose to measure evil, the treasure keeper. My mind thoughts measure deeper but higher than Ebenezer. Weapon squeezer, lesson teacher. I've risen from what's left from reefer. You can feel the chakras forming space right between us. I travel Venus, and the ending's just beginning. Now we need ventilation just to walk the nation. We facing elimination. I'm looking at this shit sideways. Now we witnessing tidal waves. Mass destruction. Mother Earth going to war against the wrong people. Praying's out of the question, we had our chance to. And everything you read in Revelations is gonna come true. I speak in tongues, come from worlds beyond this atmosphere. Writing hieroglyphics, a descendant building a pyramid with my brain. Like them Egyptians, the core of my mind enables me to travel back in time. You know the body stopped, but the soul will never die. 2,000 years ago, I was here, but in a different life.
I came on the beat.
Yeah. I cannot wait. Stationary Pizza, Christos. Yeah, I love that song. That track is super fire. Shout out to Sir Drop. Go check out Sir Drop's channel, man. He has so much music and comedy on there. You know, show some love and support Sir Drop. I should put his link. I have a code, and I have to put it in after this live stream. But I put a coded message. It's gonna be in the description. I already put it in one of the last 2 live streams. I want to see who could decipher this message first. This coded message that I put in there. And believe me, smart people figure it out. They'll figure out where to take it, what website. It ain't that hard. Once you see the code, you'll know what type of code it is and where to go. But yeah, I want to see who could decode it first. I'm breaking up. The fucking StreamYard. What do I pay you guys for, StreamYard?
you know about some. Actually, I will post stuff on my Facebook. So whenever you see myself, I'm going to censor myself in this video. Remember, I also take alphabet, and I'm going to post things on my Facebook so you can access the articles. Everything you know about all the stuff with the archons and the Gnostic texts and the artificial intelligence and the UFOs is from David Icke and all the UFO community who live on spinning ball with curved water spinning in space. Now, everything that you know from these people, these guys, they copied the information from John Lash, and John Lash is the only person in the world so far that has studied the Nag Hammadi Gnostic texts. Now, what David Icke and all the UFO community and all the other people online do, they took what they were interested in from the interpretations of John Lash of the Gnostic text of the Nag Hammadi, and they left out all the things that you're not allowed to speak about because it's a violation of the terms and conditions of the platform. And even Wikipedia states that you go to jail if you try to make these things public on a wide scale, right? So these things have to do with, I'm going to spell the word, with Juliet Echo Whiskey, and with the other word, which is the important one, which is Kilo Hotel Alpha Zulu Alpha Romeo. Remember, I'm censoring myself using the NATO phonetic alphabet that we use in call centers and the army. So yeah, even John Lash was born way before all these guys you see in the mental diarrhea community of the New Age stuff and the pacifying and disinformation stuff. So John Lash, he is the only one that interpreted the Nag Hammadi Gnostic texts. In the Nag Hammadi Gnostic texts, I'm not saying that everything there is super awesome, great. There's bits and pieces of truth and information, and there's information which guides you on a very wrong path. Why? Because the big majority of people, they still live on a spinning.
Can't go? Do this to clear out stuck poop fast.
With curved water, and they don't care about the 5 digital books of Vibes of Cosmos. That's once you read those books, you can truly understand a bit more the Nag Hammadi Gnostic texts and understand what the archons are and the extraterrestrials. And even the word extraterrestrial means extra terra, which means extra land, extra continent in a straight line, Antarctic Treaty. Now, the thing is, in the Gnostic texts, they speak about archons. Archons actually means rulers, but the interpretation of these rulers states that they're inorganic, so they're not organic beings. They're not organic. Not organic means synthetic, and synthetic means the same as robot, cyborg, and artificial intelligence. So then that's your choice now, because again, you have to read the interpretations of the Nag Hammadi. Was it Nag Hammadi? Yeah, the Nag Hammadi Gnostic text. But also you have to understand that John Lash didn't read the Vibes of Cosmos stuff and didn't know the things about the moon, right? So you have to take the good stuff from every side and combine it. What John Lash did, and that's the reason why he is the only respectable person in all of this community of the UFO stuff and extraterrestrials, is that he touched on the subjects forbidden by the forbidden word that starts with the letter J, right? And the K, Z, like I spelled before. And I'm not even allowed to say, to quote him on this, because if I quote him on that specific text, I'm going to put things on Facebook and stuff and the article. But if you quote that stuff on YouTube or in an open way, you get strike because of a violation of the terms and conditions. And you're not even allowed to publish this open widely, right? If you have like a newspaper or like a TV broadcast system or whatever. But that's the difference between John Lash and all the others. And all the others, they just copied John Lash. They took the interpretation that they wanted with the New Age and the pacifying thing, and they left out the important pieces of the Juliet Echo Whiskey stuff and of the inorganic beings that touch on artificial intelligence. And that's why you see so many TV movies, movies and TV series and books about artificial intelligence.
$20. About 20,000 bucks. The topic is psychology. The psycho's logic. A psycho's logic is is psychology. I mean, psychological is a psycho's logic. Psychology. So, you know the psycho's logic. I haven't even said anything. Oh, you must be behind, Gabe. Look at this floor. This is a nice mosaic floor. Pointed star. the fuck happened, dude? Dude. Nobody still hasn't figured it out. I mean, Crystals was close. My bad. My bird. Isn't this a beauty? A motherfucking beauty. Isn't this a fucking beauty? A fucking cutie? I mean, you gotta be kidding me, man. Look at the entrance gate. Just the like, who makes blocks that big for a fucking gate? No, right here. You can't hear me? Look at that. I mean, y'all can hit the link if you want to come up. But no, I was here looking stuff up. I just didn't say nothing because I know it causes, like, when I'm using the mouse, I know it'll break my speech up. So I wasn't saying nothing. And I was looking for some architecture in Germany. But look at the gate. This fucking, I don't know what to call them. The entrance to the gate or to the property. These things are fucking huge, man. There we go. Too bad I couldn't zoom in on this. Got your wireless tech right here. Eh, it's Charlie Chaplin. The fuck did I do now? Man, that's what happened? I was incognito. How the fuck did I do that shit, dude? You're fucking on to me, man. Look what God did to me, man. He smacked you with a Brussels stick. Who is this guy right here? That looks like Voy. Chips ahoy, Voy. What you know about Brussels? Brussels. Wicked, wicked Brussels. Oh, snappers. Ha! Yo. Look at Baby Sham taking a leak. And then they got a picture of it right here. That's weird. That's it. That's it, huh? That sucks. I do that for... I wonder what all these stones are in this creek or stream here. Like, and where did they come from? Were they walls that held the water in, and then they got destroyed? You know, now I know what rocks are and stones. I know they didn't just naturally get there. That's for sure. Mr. Me. Oh, gee. Oh, Mr. Miyagi. uh, JG. Peace, Gabriel. Boy. than her. Oh, wow. What a treat that is. Huh. Now, this is interesting. I've seen this picture before, and people have used it for the mud flood. Very interesting here. Very interesting. Yo. Yo, that's bugged out, bro. That's ready to come down. Any fuck up, man. You hit that wrong, all that shit'll come down. We were at like 15 people. Impatient people left, which is fine. Usually impatience breeds trolls. The Devil and the Goddess. Meditations on blood, serpents, and androgyny. Oh, God. What? Let's get into it. This was written in 1997. That which an age feels to be evil is usually and ultimately after echo of that which was formerly felt to be good. Atavism, the atavism of an older ideal. The following writings began as a short article written in reaction to numerous interviews I had read with satanic or black metal bands in Esoterra magazine. I got very tired of their knee-jerk social Darwinism, their philosophy of the strong over the weak. Metal bands will never be the best exponents of any philosophy, and Satanism should be judged according to their interviews. Nevertheless, their simplistic view of nature's laws, which in any case should be seen as nature's habits, encapsulate many quibbles I have with the social Darwinist shades of Satanism and occultism in general. There are a lot of much more enlightened strains of the left-hand path, as these writings will hint. A lot of stuff I learned from Satanism and Satanists, just can't argue with it, man. You know, I'm not a Satanist though. I don't need to put a label over. You know, I could cherry pick something out of everything, out of any religion. You know, you could find something in everything. I just don't want to be labeled something when there's so much more than being held accountable with a label. Peace, Jay Heighton. It's total silence. Christians, not all of them. I'm saying those Christians that, and they're in every religion, that are quick to preach, not to judge people, but they're quick to judge. And they talk so much shit about Satanists, but one thing, they get mad when the Satanists will point out the hypocrisy. And there's hypocrisy in everything, too. Not everything, I mean, as far as religions. But, I've, you know, to be honest, I've never seen Satanists stand outside and down people because they're not Satanists, right? And or tell them you're gonna burn if you follow Jesus or all this stuff. I've never seen Satanists stand out there and a lot of, like I said, a lot of things they say. I think people put the fear which gets in the way of them elevating because of that wall of fear. Like I even said, when I looked into that book written by Antoine LaVey, a lot of things he was saying, I was like, man. And just by assuming, I thought that book was filled with evilness, and it was actually quite the opposite. What's up, Lucid? JG says, any of a highly diverse group of religious, philosophical, or countercultural practices centered around Satan, either as a deity or a non-theistic symbol of enlightenment, individualism, or egoism. That was put together really good. I think religion has took the true Satanism out of the I don't even think Satanism has anything to do with the devil, the diva. Um, think about the woman, right? And her curves and her beauty hypnotizes you, right? Like a serpent. You know, the woman and her moon energy, the diva, the devil. That's the woman, man. And they put a fucking guy there. Their homo ass trinity, you know. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost duking each other in the ass. I mean, they took the woman right out of the whole. They took the woman out of the picture, fucked the Trinity up, put it off balance, and they put some devil guy with horns and shit. The word patriotism, patriotism, patriotic, patriarchal. Religion's always like down the woman. Look at Islam. And they tell women to cover their face so the demons don't have sex with them. That's fucking crazy, man. That's their excuse. Man, I'm not hating on them. You know, that's their decision. Just pointing out some ridiculousness, in my opinion. But yeah, let's see what this website has to offer. Okay, Satan's ancestry. Let's see what this is about. Yeah, but that's the thing. I don't need a God to love me. I don't, you know, where was this? I look within to find my answers. All these religions got people looking outside. If you look within, you can find the devil within you. You could find Jesus, Muhammad, whoever. But I know, Gabriel. I'm just saying, like, they say this God loves us, right? In the Bible, God. When I look at the Bible, I could cherry pick out a lot of good stuff. I'm not gonna take that away from the book. But even the Quran, same thing. Even I don't know what to call the Satan's Bible or whatever. I don't know if they have like a set book. Maybe it's the book that I was reading some of by Anton LaVey. But what other type of Buddha, some Shaolin temple teachings. Look, Nation of Islam. I could find something everywhere, man. The 5%ers, but it's just something about devoting all your energy to one of these set religions. I think all in all, the true God would be the woman or the womb, right? Like, I think at some point there was jealousy and the man wanted to be the ruler, some gay guy or something, right? It was a gay guy and these gay people, and they wanted to rule, and they spited the woman because the woman was the true God, the life bringer, the womb. Without the womb, nothing will exist. Nothing. Not a tree. Trees are in the womb. It's called a seed. Or the earth is the seed's womb. My fault. You need man and woman to create. And these gay people, they want nothing but gay things. And I don't hate gay people. That's their choice. I just don't like how these new gay people are trying to make it like the whole world has to bow to them, or all that nonsense and shit. Look at the Trinity. There's 3 men in it. That's always bothered me my whole life. And then when I learned what the real Trinity was, it all made sense to me of how religions shit on women. Anyway, what do I know? Let's check out my boy Satan, or the woman Satan. Those who point the finger at Satan reveal Satan. Those who fight Satan give him power. Those who blame Satan give him influence, and those who talk much of Satan create him. But those who worship Satan tame Satan. Those who passively resist him earn his respect, and those who accept him diminish his influence, and those who analyze him learn his wisdom. The Christian devil, Satan, is an archetype. Whether one sees archetypes as creations of the human mind, genetically rooted universal templates of conscious experience, or fully independent spiritual entities, is irrelevant here. Even if archetypes are seen to be autonomous beings, gods, goddesses, demons, or spirits, daemons, they are inevitably experienced by means of our own bodies and minds. Our experience of them is filtered through whatever biological, cultural, and psychological structures we happen to find ourselves equipped with to make sense of the world. Thus, if we're talking about the realms of human experience, and what else can we talk about in a useful way? Satan may be seen to have a history of mythical family line of descent. Certain universal facts of life, such as the process of sex, birth, and death, will be ever present in most mythical figures, but the specific figure themselves evolved throughout humanity history to mirror the complex cultural interactions and upheavals that have ceaselessly manifested since the first time apes developed language. Yeah, oh my God, shut that shit up. No apes develop language. In this speculative satanic genealogy, we shall obviously work backwards, climbing down from the contemporary branches, down the trunk, and under the ground where the roots lay hidden. So to begin with, how is Satan conceived in contemporary culture? Who's bored yet? Raise their hand. Ah, that's exactly where Satan exists. Satan exists in my mind, and then I digest it, shit Satan out, and flush him. Satan in the human body is in the gut. I seen this like they say Satan attracts flies, right? And I never knew why they said that until I started looking at the anatomy of the human body, and it shows like Satan's in the bowels, right? The bowels, the part of the body that digests, you know. Women. My dad said once women are like toilet paper to men. Yeah, look at hip hop music though. I just thought about this. Even hip hop music downs the woman, calling them bitches, hoes. Um, yeah, the woman's degraded. I'm not saying like bow to women and throw them up higher than you and shit, but I just see it for what it is. I think hip hop is filled with a lot of gays. Like ever since Bex read that thing that came out in the 80s, that article, and it was these gay people explaining how they're going to rule the world, how they were saying in the most powerful places there's gay people, and they were saying that gay people can shoot guns and we could fight wars, and they were explaining how gay people are going to rule the world and be president and everything. If Bex comes by, I'm going to ask her where to find that so I could show it. I'm not reading all this. No way. The Feast of Serpents in Kokulo. The Feast of Serpents in your Kulo is celebrated on the first Thursday in May. Uh-oh. That's yesterday. It is dedicated to Saint Domenico. Saint Domenico. Saint is Satan. Patron saint of the village, who is credited with miraculous powers of healing, and pilgrims arrive at Kokulo to be cured on the feast of Saint Domenico. In both villages, the snakes are related to the dead. Protectors are also thought to signify good luck and prosperity. Fuck these snakes, dude. Become a Luciferian by initiation rite. Fuck that. Initiate your mouth. Come on, man. How long does this take to load? Fucking duck. Oh my god, I'm gonna fall asleep. This cat looks like he's fucking coked out. Too bad I can't. Look at that face, man. Hey, anyone see my bag of coke? Look at Holmes' eyeballs. He like sniffed the rail and he dropped his bag of coke. He's looking for it. Hey, who is the creator? Me, my mother and my father, my grandpa and grandma, and so on and so forth. Nobody knows who the true creator is, or creators. At least not at the bottom of the pyramid. And if people do know, they sure as fuck ain't sharing this great information. This guy's eyes are beaming. Yo, man, I dropped my bag. Any of y'all angels seen it? Anyway, I'll be up in heaven. Check y'all later.
Hyundai Tucson versus Toyota RAV4. Look what Hyundai
Yeah, I know. I switched over to my phone. Yeah, today you can't win every day, man. Today's just gonna be a sucky build, I guess. I don't know. It is what it is. Yesterday was fire. People came up, we build, but every day isn't gonna be like that. I dropped the link twice. Said anyone could come up, but you know, I'm not gonna sit here and ramble on. What's doing the breakup thing with the mouse? The triple Ks. The triple Ks are like a bunch of strays. Racist people are lost. All them racist ideologies and stuff are just a bunch of lost people. You almost feel bad for them. Or you can almost feel bad for them. But I don't. Lucid in the house without a doubt. It's Elios. What's up, Elios?
He's playing in the dirt.
Ha! Getting that immune system up. That's how you do it, man.
Yeah.
I used to love playing in the dirt.
Whoa, what the hell?
Get some Matchbox cars. Start making the car sounds. That's all I needed was my Matchbox cars back in the day. And my imagination did the rest. Peace, Yolanda.
Do you dream at all, Charles?
Not as much as I used to. That's for sure. And if I do, I probably do every night. I just don't remember.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing.
Last night.
I used to dream a lot when I didn't smoke weed and I wasn't smoking. You know when I started to dream a lot again? When I went to prison and I wasn't pounding my body with sugar. I didn't eat candy or soda or nothing. My diet was different. And I wasn't smoking cigarettes. That's him? He's playing the drums.
Yeah, he's got two water bowls he's banging together.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, I dreamed a lot in prison. Now, I don't know. I dream here and there. Maybe I dream and don't remember. But been a while since I know the other day I had a dream, like I was falling asleep. Yeah, let me see if I could how I could explain this. I was waiting to get some herb, right? And I was falling asleep, and my boy popped in my dream and said, "Yo, I just got a hold of him. I got it." And I woke up, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" I called my friend, and he said, "Yeah, come by. I got it. I just got it." And I told him what happened, and he's like, "Get the fuck out of here." And I'm like, "Yeah, bro, that shit happened. Like some telepathy and shit." Telepathy? The fuck is that shit? I had a dream like Martin Luther King that one day I would rock bling, but instead I seen a bee and got a sting. Let's see what rhymes I'm working on so I could obliterate somebody. My phone's acting up. Don't tell me it's on like a self-destruct button. I said reality brings on anxiety. 2 white bars of Xanax. Off the rocker. Chemical imbalance. Fuck pharmakia with their justified malice. They deserve cement shoes at the bottom with the Dallas. Never take the same route. Never take the same route the same way twice. It can get hectic in the coop when your head has a price. I'm a skeptic when I shoot. Bullseye, precise. Hold on, let me see if I said that right. Never take the same route the same way twice. It can get hectic and acute. It's acute. Acute. It's acute. Yeah. Never take the same route the same way twice. It can get hectic in the coop when your head has a price. I'm a skeptic when I shoot. Bullseye, precise. Listen up. Keep your senses sharp. Don't become a permanent example. She plucks the strings on your heart with the gancho in the ample. She's a slave to my and only got a sample. Relationships full of love and hate. Cupid is that pimp, the keeper of the gate. All sewed together like sneakers interlace. You're out of line, out of bounds, way out of your jurisdiction. Look what happened to Christ at his crucifixion. Another sacrifice. Let me chill. From the womb to beyond the grave, the spirits on a hunt as I chant and pray. Words used as weapons, the sacred serpent sign wave. Molecular structure manipulation as the water vibrates. Revealing cymatics, the cosmic geometry, the stars, the planets, time, astronomy. Measure the heavens with the quadrant, Claudius Ptolemy. I think his story is history's story that isn't his. It seems everything is planned, then gets played out on the script. To creating events by using Christ as actors and actresses. I'm getting off the topic. Back to the temple, where the source dwells, God's throne, the mental. Drop so many gems and jewels, but these can't be taken to no pawn shop. These jewels are priceless, that will make a jaw drop. After they microprocess, this is food. Whoa. These jewels are priceless, that will make a jaw drop. After they microprocess this food for thought. I said, this is America. We have the Second Amendment. For if the government cross lines and want to start testing, born in the concrete jungle, deep in the trenches. Shout out to all the West Main generals in the heavens. I never finished that though. Ah, good old addiction. I said, I'm about to start some shit that attracts. Well, I said, I'm about to start some shit that attracts the flies, feeding off carcasses from the contenders that died. All these pussy rappers are straight chocha, talking about moving freights of coca. They must have bumped their head and went loca. You better straighten up your act before my trigger finger lets bullets subtract. Melt through your vest, singe your chest, and then body collapse. John Gotti with the shoddy, I'm always strapped. I never leave for work without a tool on my belt. I'll edge up your dome and clip off your scalp. I always have a plan B put on the shelf. Always carry extra clips in case the tool click. Stab you with a pencil like John Wick. No, I stab you with a pencil and beat you with a pool stick. I should have said John Wick though. That would have been doper. Stab you with a pencil like John Wick, yo. Stab you with a pencil like John Wick. Who was that wrestler that flicked the toothpick? That was Razor Ramon. Stab you with a pencil, John Wick. Razor Ramon and flicked the toothpick. I just made that up.
Yo.
Meow.
Good morning, my fine friends. How are you doing today? What's good in the hood?
Nothing. There is no hood. It's a convertible now. That's a roof. My fault. Oops. I got it mixed up. But anyway.
A roof.
It's a nice day here in Connecticut.
Is it? Nice. It's nice here too.
Yeah, I had titled this video because I really wanted to get into the female energy, or like the diva. You know, we all have serpent energy, but the woman doesn't. It's not just the inner serpent energy; it's her outer serpent energy. You know, her curves, and that hypnotizes the male. But I was speaking more on, you know, I just don't like the religious trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Just, it's gay as hell to me. And when you realize all religions shit on women for the most part, but if I was to look at God in any way, right, it only takes two to create. But for some reason, I used to think God was a female, because what's the true creator? Like, it takes two, but everything needs a womb. So the memory or whatever can develop, you know. So the seed has a place to develop, you know. It's almost like the womb is decoding what's in the seed. it's just mind blowing when you look at like sperm is like microscopic, and then we grow to be this big. Just like a seed, you put it in the ground, it could be a giant fucking redwood tree or something, like just from a little seed. You know how much memory is held in that little seed for it to grow that big?
Well, that's a good point, Charles. You know why? Because a lot of people. I just cleaned my house like a beast over here, like faster than I've ever cleaned my house. That is a kind of a good point, because I know a lot of people are out there questioning if God was a male or woman. And like you're saying with the womb and all that, I hate to say it, I'm over here like, was God both? You know? I'm going to go there, but both. And then, oh, I'm sorry, this just came to light. Now we have what? Transhumanism agenda? Switching everyone around.
Androgyny.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think that's mentioned in there because all this man want to be woman and vice versa. I think that's been going on for a long time, and all these surgeries I think has also been going on for a while. They want us to worship androgyny and all that sick stuff they're doing. They want us to worship it and give it energy.
Yeah, facts. Hey, real quick, I like what you were saying there, Kimba, and it would just make me think how, yeah, in my opinion, I would see quote unquote God as, beyond that construct of gender. And so it's like, in a way, obviously what we're doing with science and this perverted science and all what Charles is just saying is it's like humans are attempting a bastardized version of trying to embody or become of that state that is godlike, and belief that that godlike state involves a type of androgyny. And although there is some type of context clues and themes going on here with the angels and higher beings seeming sometimes to have that androgynous nature, if I'm correct, that word doesn't necessarily entail like someone actually being like a hermaphrodite or trans person or whatever. It just would be it's a blend. Some people might take it there, but usually androgynous is like, the angel that looks like it could be either one, but it doesn't mean it's both. It's still one or the other. But anyway, it's like, yeah, humans are doing a bastardized version by doing what they're doing now. It's a complete inversion and perversion and insult to the divine. How people are acting out their dysfunction and confusion within their understanding of self, and then believing that it's going to get them to some type of higher divine state. It's the transhumanism thing, whether it's with sexuality and gender or technology and biology.
Yeah, that makes me question so much more.
But it's interesting because it's the paradox, right? Because it's like, it's arguable that there is some type of like dualistic divide or balance of the sexes even beyond this realm. Because people will report when they have these trips and whatnot, DMT and whatnot, sometimes there is a specification that would be like, I don't know why it didn't have any features physically of what would be male or female, but it had an energy that was feminine, or it had an energy that was masculine. And I've had that experience myself. And so I think that tells us that even on these higher levels, quote unquote, beyond here, there's a reason one of the 7 Hermetic principles is the law of gender, or whatever, the principle of gender, and that balance. And not saying even beyond this realm everything is dualistic, because as we know, it gets more complex and nuanced than the yin yang, as beautiful and solid as that symbol entails. It's just like Charles was saying, he doesn't like the Trinity, and I get that, because ultimately it's putting things in a box and cutting things short in a way. even if it's some type of religious construct that works for others. It's limiting.
Yeah, limiting, exactly. Which would make us, yeah. Limiting our belief.
Satan and the Trinity and
Did you hear my back?
uh-uh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's crazy because, like, I'll say for me, most of my life I was in my masculine side, but I recognized why. You know, like my parents got divorced when I was 12. I was the older sister. I had to step up to the plate, so I kind of became the man in the family. You know, well, me and my sister both, my younger sister. So we were more manly because my sister was already fighting, you know, people around her because she could see, you know, she could see like what was in them. I couldn't see because she had a horrific incident, kind of like lucid, but it wasn't with a gun. It was a car accident or it tore back her whole face and everything. So after that accident, she started to see stuff that she wouldn't even bring to my attention because she was too busy trying to protect me. Then I'm over here trying to protect her. And, you know, then we're trying to protect my mom. So it's like a whole bunch of masculine energy going on. And now that she's not here and things are getting more cleared out in my house, I am trying to go back and I am. I'd say I carry both. But like I said before, I'm trying to step more in the feminine, come back and more in the feminine, you know, which is why I work on just listening a lot. Not trying to override, you know what I mean? Like be the manly part of it. But now I'm hearing all this and it's like, oh my.
Yeah.
You know?
I was going to say way more than that.
That's all I got right now. So I'm still thinking.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. You're acknowledging the context and the conditioning and the story of what happened earlier in your life and how it played out, and just, you know, bringing that awareness so that you can basically integrate the past, because the past affects us in a weird, trippy way, even though it's in the past. It, like, subconsciously, you know, there's things that I thought I was resolved on that even later I still had work to do. So it's kind of a balancing act of being humble and knowing that there's more work to do, usually on a greater soul level, overarching, but you know, still progressing and you know, not cutting yourself short and realizing when you're making strides and progress or gaining momentum. And really, it's like you can just compare it simply to like Mario Kart and those boosters, the ramps or the little areas on the track. Like, you really gotta make the most of those in life and make sure you're watching out for the bananas and all that.
Yeah. And there's even movies out like that. You know, there's even movies out like that where they have the other beings or whatever. And again, because there's, you know, there's a little bit of truth in a lot of movies where they don't necessarily have the specific gender part. And like you said, it's a matter of their energy and what they, I guess, represent or can do, or I don't know. So they even have it in the movies.
Right, like a disembodied voice, and it could be like a female voice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's like my buddy was telling me yesterday. How many movies have you seen where they demonize these spirits, you know, and make you afraid?
Right?
You know, some bullshit shows.
A lot, right?
Hell yeah. That's what they want. They don't want us to question. You know, they don't want us to realize Satan's in all of us. It's just evil. It's just anger. It's just that other side of good or happiness. The duality is within all of us. Religion wants you to think that part of you don't exist, so you could be off balance, man. You got to embrace both sides in order. That's why I always say, I'll do it political. I don't trust the far left or the far right. I stand in the center on high ground and keep both in sight.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you think about it, like, and I'll always speak for me, there are times when I have to be in my feminine energy. But then there's times and situations where I have to jump to the masculine energy, depending on what's going on. And the more I'm getting into my feminine energy, I am noticing, and this is no offense to anybody out there, I'm noticing a lot of people, and I will say mainly men, that, and then it makes me think, well, all throughout the course in the past, how the more I step into my feminine energy, the more people want to railroad you. They want to just go like right over you because you have your voice, you're sitting in your feminine energy. So that's when
They don't want you to elevate. That's why,
Oh yeah. And then that's why sometimes, and when I feel that, then I'm like, okay, switch. Now I go to my masculine mode because I'm like, you ain't shutting me down. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. But it took me a while to get there, because of insecurities and fear. So when people would do that or act that way or try to railroad me, part of me at first would be like cower down a little because I'm not used to it, the feminine energy. Then I'm like, wait a minute, then I have to go back and remember, you're strong, and if you've done this before, and then I got to go up to, so yeah, it's the confusion of the balance,
Yeah.
And then I see the same, I see the same with both genders. That's the thing. You see the same with both genders. And I see men that tend to be more on their feminine side, and then I recognize that, a lot of it comes from fear.
I wonder why that is.
Get back.
I wonder why some men have more female tendencies. Is it because they're always around females? And that's the energy that wears off onto them? Do they think they're a female? I don't know.
I wouldn't say think they're female, but you get a better understanding when you're around females, If you're raised in the house of females, you can understand them better. Yeah, I would say maybe you become a little more softer because you're around them. You got to live with them, deal with them, understand them, to get along, to cohabitate. And the same with the, the females with the men. If you're living around men a lot, or, whatever. But I see a lot of that, like we say, brought on by society. And, destroying the family unit and all that, and switching everyone around like we're a bunch of rabbits on their little wheel,
When I started to realize these churches, these cathedrals were buildings for energy, that's when I really said, these motherfuckers took those buildings and created religions and everything, man. It all falls apart. Religions. And it's kind of sad that, like I always say, I'm not here to prove anything. I'm not here to
Hey, don't eat that.
for the most part, I'm not here to prove nothing. Meaning, I'm not here to tell anyone what to do, or even for the most part change their mind. That's up to them. That's up to people's self, man. Find their own way. It took me a while to realize that. I thought I could change. Not saying that wrong. I thought I can not change the person, but change people's minds to see things different. But it's not my responsibility.
Get people to think. It's almost impossible, man. It's a choice, to where the person has to choose and be, you know, intellectually honest with themselves, you know.
They have to want it. Yeah, I went through that too, Charles. I went through that for a few years. I was running around like, I don't even know. Y'all need to be on board. Everyone needs to know. But, you know, then I started to wrap my head around it all. And I'm like, wait a minute. Everyone sees different. We perceive different. Some people have other senses than other people. Some people are just surface. They don't want to go deeper. It's like, so how can you get everyone? And then not only that, I saw as, oh, that falls in the narcissistic category, you know? Hey, do what I do and believe in. And it's just not, you know, like you say, people got to choose their own path, what they want to believe in, because some are going to push the light, some are going to push the dark, and we need it all to come together.
Well, some are going to turn their head in cognitive dissonance and deny fact, you know?
Yeah. And a lot of that's amping up too. Have you noticed that? Like amping up to where you could be like, hey, this is pink or whatever, or, you know, look, I have a vape in my hand, and people be like, no, that's not, it's a dinosaur. I'm witnessing people getting that far out of touch, and I'm over here like, whoa. No.
Order for someone to change this.
There's one religion that everyone subscribes to.
Yeah.
What?
It's called money.
Money is your god.
Money, 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 money. Yep. That's my family's god, is money and shopping and eating. That's, well, no, that's how they feed their little stuff. You know, they go shop and they eat their fast food, which in turn is increasing their agitation, their cognitive dissonance, not wanting to know anything, all that, you know. What you feed your mind and your body.
Yeah. Yep.
How's your baby doing, Lucid?
He's doing good. He's cruising around, checking out the ground.
What's up, bro? Hey.
Messing with Uncle 47.
Hey, chats. Thank you, Christos.
Christos, what is this video you sent, bro? Oh, did
Christos fell off. Yeah.
Oh.
I can't. DMT recreation video. Oh, okay. Let's DMT. Dead weight of humanity is real. Oh, yeah.
Hey, so it's one of the newest videos. Hold on. It's one of the newest videos, if I'm not too loud, from this channel that works on replicating like the trips and the visual experience. And some of his older stuff like had some good things, but like none of these ever do justice for people that have experienced it themselves, obviously. But I can say there's definitely multiple themes that he hits on pretty well with the visuals, and it's worth checking out for anyone that's interested in those types of things.
Hey, he's got to get his minerals, bro.
Is anyone on a laptop? If we could play it, if anyone's on their laptop.
Let me get it going.
Hey, you're the man. Appreciate it.
Cool. Yeah, I'm highly interested, Christos, in what you like experience and see with like the DMT because I'm not seeing nearly what I know is around, but I'm already getting weird experiences, whether I'm feeling huge amounts of energy or want things around me. I'm feeling it. It's hitting me. I'm feeling energy shoot out of my feet, all kinds of, and that's just with my deep breathing. So, like when you were saying DMT is going to help increase that and see more, that's why I'm so interested in that. That I'm over here trying to already wrap my head around what's going on with me. And I'm like, before I go just a little bit further, I'm trying to balance that, because it's a lot to take in, you know?
Right. So
Yeah.
yeah, check it out. So it's like if if things like yoga and breath work, like you were talking about, if they do work on the subtle energy body, and then things like DMT and psychedelics help you tap into that subtle energy more and being able to sense and feel it and experience it. Like, sure, it's basically like the shortcut, and that's not the right term per se, but uh, it's a way of energy work on the subtle body, these different practices, right? But you could be someone doing yoga and breath work. You may feel good after doing them, but you may not be feeling on the more subtle level what you're actually doing with your energy. And when you're doing things like, some of these plant medicines, and then afterwards you're doing your yoga practice still, or your breath work, you're going to see it amplified. You're going to see how much that's actually doing under the surface at times with your subtle energy body and how good it is for you. It's like people that come out of a trip or in the middle of a trip, they can often realize how constricted they are physically and energetically. Like their body will be very tight, their posture, how they sleep, how they walk, how they sit, do they stretch at all, how compact, how, their kinks, different things, the spine, like, yeah, it's basically getting back to that holistic view and realizing just like everything's affecting everything within your biology, there is that subtle energy body, that more metaphysical aspect of us, which is affected through the hormones and chemical processes of the physical. So hence that paradox interrelation of the spiritual and physical being intertwined. So and people can lose sight of that. You can definitely become disconnected from those energies and really operating too much in the material. So yeah, it's just a good way of recalibrating metaphysically these different practices.
Christos, not this topic. Have you seen Mind's Eye?
Yeah, I've seen him in some chats recently. I think he came by Charles late in the stream yesterday.
Yeah, he
Stopped in
did.
and said hi.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, he's still around. I haven't seen him up on panels as much, but I know he still makes appearances when he can.
Yeah, and he's making community posts.
Yeah, that guy
Yeah, I know.
showed
I
up
was about
on
to
one of
say,
my.
yeah, I know he's doing his community posts still.
Go ahead.
I got a couple videos. I'm gonna do a voiceover on one of
Yeah,
these.
he
It's
was
gonna
up
be
on
hilarious.
one of my first lives when I met him.
Can y'all hear me?
Fucking
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that one, Lucid. That was good. If it was the reptilian one.
No, it was even before that one.
Oh, okay,
Some
yeah,
of my
earlier.
one of my very first ones.
This one's gonna be hilarious. I got one of these from a clip from a movie, and it makes me laugh every time I play it. Check this out.
Charles,
I'm gonna do a voiceover. Huh? What?
Oh, I got one of these this video link I got this video link to Christos. I wanted to share.
Who likes my new logo in the corner there? My Pink Floyd logo that has light bursting through it. Thanks. It is dope.
Hold on, I gotta see it. I was too busy packing a bowl. Okay. Oh, yeah, I like that.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Mikey, he likes it. Remember that commercial? Hey, Mikey.
Mikey likes it. He'll eat anything. Give it to Mikey. Yeah.
You like it, Mike?
All right.
I don't know if Lucid's gonna have good enough connection because he was starting to break up before he pulled this up.
Come on.
Yeah. No. Stop, dude.
Now this is the DMT one. Is this the DMT one?
Yeah, but I'll say, you know, it's only like 40% accurate with certain archetypes and visuals that it displays without, I mean, throughout.
Okay, and then when this is over, Charles, you could do that voice-over thing you were talking about.
Yeah, you know, Lucid is lagging, Charles. Just so you know, he's lagging slightly. So he didn't realize you were gonna pull up the voiceover thing. Just so you know, not to think he was overcutting you.
Yeah, he wasn't hearing you at the moment.
What? What I do now? Ooh, ooh.
That's funny, Kim, but then all of a sudden he's not hearing us as we're trying to explain that Jay Phillips wasn't hearing him. We're just saying Lucid's lagging a little bit.
Lucid, you're slacking. Lucid, the internet is not so lucid. It's alright.
I'll catch on. Maybe you should play it from your side.
I need the smoke.
Yeah, he's stuck. Yep. He's stuck in the wagon.
Well, 40 tabs open. My bad, guys.
Okay.
It's good to have Lucid come back.
For sure. Okay, hang on tight, everyone. We're gonna go down DMT, but a DMT video.
Yeah, I need some DMT in my life. I'll smoke that whole pen in 2 puffs. Fuck with me. I'll be in a whole new dimension within 2 minutes. I'll literally disappear right in front of your eyes. One of my friends went to see a friend that lives in Vegas, right? He brings a DMT pen back, but there is a little bit left on the bottom. So I took 1 toke of the DMT pen, a nice toke, and by the time I exhaled, I seen like little visuals of the lights at the moving, and it gave me a little quick 1 minute trip. Like not bad, but I could see visuals of like energy or like waves of light from the light outside, like at the traffic light. That's it. So I thought to myself, man, I would have had a full pen and took like 5 tokes, I probably would be in fucking outer space. I'd be within my own mind unlocking fucking cheat codes and shit. God's cheat codes. That's what happens when you use DMT. You're unlocking cheat codes from the creator. No one understood that. That was too deep for everybody.
I'm making me a coffee, Charles. I'm on mute. I heard you.
Yeah, they're cheat codes that you unlock. What's good, Gabe? What did you call me? Gay? No, man, Gabe. Maybe he can't hear us. He fell off.
I can hear you.
He's there.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Hi guys. Yeah.
How's everything in Germany?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. How are you guys doing? Oh, good, huh?
I might as well play this while we're waiting for Lucid. I'll play one of these funny videos. I'll play this one. And that was quick. What's this one? Yo, the cat went to sneak up on the dog, and the dog was gonna look up, and he backed up and started looking around like he wasn't gonna attack him. That's the video I'm gonna do a voiceover on.
That's funny.
She's my flesh and blood. I have to stop her.
Uh-oh. Looks like Miles is being taken away by the pigs. I mean, seriously, just really suck at this and what?
Hey! You look like a fighter. Maybe you could be our next player.
The cops are watching my house, idiot. They would have followed you. They probably have the place surrounded already.
The cops. Surrounded? Oh my god, I think I'm gonna do a poo-poo in my pantaloons. The actual cops! Oh my god, the cops! Who the fuck do you think owns the fucking cops?
Hey, kill the drone. Yes, boss. We need to keep.
I love that guy. He says,
I'll be right back.
all right. He said, I'm gonna poopy in my pants. The way he said it is hilarious. He's like, the police? Oh my god. That's the same guy from fucking Saw. Took me a minute to think of that. Right?
I don't know. I didn't see it. I'm walking over here trying to get it tested.
I'm gonna play it again just to I'm gonna show. I can't pause it, but that's the sucky part. All right, here he comes. Do 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 do. Puppy power.
Maybe you could be our next player.
That's the guy from Saw.
Watching my house, idiot. They would have followed you.
Oh,
They
yeah.
have the place surrounded already.
The cops. Surrounded? Oh my god, I think I'm gonna do a poo-poo in my pantaloons. The actual cops! Oh my god, the cops! Who the fuck do you think owns the fucking cops?
Hey, kill the drone. Yes, boss. We need to keep.
That freaked me out.
I think I'm gonna poopy in my pants.
Yeah, it does look like the guy from Saw, or maybe a relative of his.
Yeah, relative, right? There you go.
It's like he's a crossbreed between.
Yeah, he looks a little bit younger than in Saw.
Trying to think of that guy from fuck is his name, man? He's a mix between Uncle Fester and the guy from Saw. That's what I want to say.
There you go.
What's up, Puma?
So, are we not watching that video? Is not Lucifer not going to be able? Well, I know he's not up
I
here.
don't
Are you
know. He
not?
disappeared. Who
You
knows
can't.
what's going on?
Yeah, I've been inching my way to a
I
DMT
would
breakthrough
play it,
too.
but I don't want to watch a fucking video that just got colors changing.
Yeah, I've been inching my way to a DMT breakthrough, and I've been almost there,
What's
but
that?
I got stuck in the waiting room.
Damn
You
it.
know, it had these coffee shop vibes. I don't know how to describe it.
Well, I know one thing. I need a spiritual journey.
Yeah,
People
it's
need to
right in
stop
front of
fucking
me.
bullshitting, and they need to get me some DMT or some LSD or some
It's right in front of
ABC.
me. That's the problem.
No, it ain't. It's a
Yes, it is.
problem for me because I'm not in Germany.
Yeah, that's a problem.
I don't care about all that. I ain't ready, dude. I was fucking tripping. I took a spiritual trip when you were still swimming in your pops and nizuts.
Yeah, but I got terrified. I did the second hit, and then I just did a thumbs up to the people that were there. But inside, I already saw them calling the ambulance and the people to get my dead body and stuff. I thought, oh, this time it's too much. This time, I was going through that. Right before you break through, you think you did too much and gonna die, something like that. It's so horrifying. And then I got stuck in the waiting room.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say you got to
Oh
be
wow.
ready. Yeah, you got to be ready for that. Like me. I'll say for me, I'm already not scared of a lot of stuff I feel and see. But if that's going to take you to a whole new level, I don't want to be over here like, and I don't get frightened easy, but I still don't want to be like, what the, so
Yeah, I've been
it's like I'm
inching
trying
my
to,
way to there.
yeah,
I
there you
took
go.
the
You
second
get
toke. I should have took the third hit,
kind.
but
Yeah.
but I was so terrified.
I understand, man. There's so many levels to it for real. Like you can get breakthroughs that aren't blast off, but are still pretty immersive. But I just wanted to say, Charles, the resources are out there on the internet, man, and you never hit me up either in private. I got different things that could probably help you out, but in all actuality, it will find you when you're ready, as they say. But
Yeah, I haven't
Something
really
like that.
searched.
it's hidden in plain sight, though. It's like right in front
No,
of
I
us
know.
everywhere.
I don't trust those things to order it though. I don't want to get burned,
Cage getting
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cage
I was
got
scared
Discord
if it's
links.
even the
There's
real thing.
I don't want to say too much, but it's like
Yeah.
it's
I'll
all
talk to you
out there.
about it.
You can
Put it that way.
yeah,
I'll call you up.
for sure, man.
You know.
I want to help you out, bro. Just for what
Yeah.
it's worth.
Don't say.
Well, no,
I'll
that's
just
what I'm
talk to you.
saying. I'm not.
Yeah,
Well, that's the thing. I'm gonna say it openly. I'm not sending anyone any types of substances of any kind. So
Yeah.
don't. People shouldn't be asking for that type of stuff. The way you were saying it, Charles, is like you want someone to just drop you some off or mail you something. It's like
No.
it ain't gonna happen that way, bro.
it happened spiritually.
Yep. Yep.
I
It's
took
definitely
my
a
spiritual
process.
journey. Christos was joking. I know. He said you ain't ready. My first. When were you born? In '98, right?
Yep.
That's about when I took my first trip. '98,
Oh my God, me
7,
too.
98. Yep.
Yeah,
And
me too.
Christos was just coming out of the womb, and I was on a spiritual journey.
Yeah. So was I coming out the
That's
womb.
weird.
That's a good one. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
forgetting
respect,
your
bro.
past life.
Yep. Yep. Hey, I'll be listening, y'all.
Okay, I'm sorry I had to walk away. I'm like multitasking over here. I just got a brochure because I used to do acupuncture to help, and I'm gonna start doing acupuncture again. This stuff is interesting. Acupuncture, and it works because they put those fine little needles in you, and then it stimulates your area because the China people don't believe in the medical field at all. So I'm gonna start doing acupuncture again on my body because this stuff works great. And I just found out my
Yeah, they don't
insurance,
believe in the medical.
the
They
holistic.
don't believe, but they'll sure hand that shit out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll release a lot of toxins if you do it right.
Yeah. And this lady's good. She's a little Chinese MD lady, and she's already done me before in the past. So I'm gonna start doing this again. Plus, I'm getting massage, all this stuff because I have to work on my spine and my back because my energy is rising. It's coming up and it's getting stuck in parts of my body. And you want to talk about pain? You want to talk about emotional overload? You want to talk about being like a big baby and be like, ah! And then you're like, but then where the hell did that come from? You don't even know where it came from. And you're crying and sobbing and
Oh my God,
you're
I understand you.
do you? And it's coming, and I've been sitting over here like, is it because of this, that? I figured out it's literally my energy coming up, and it's just getting trapped in parts of my body. So I'm tired of it, So I'm over here. I'm doing, like I say, like an whole overhaul on my body. It ain't easy. That's why I see why people don't want to do it, because. Okay, take me off big screen, Charles.
I broke my spine in 3 places. I do yoga and Shiva Namaskar and all that stuff too.
Oh, you do? Okay. See, I'm just getting into the yoga and stuff, and all the stretching and the Reiki.
Doing
I'm doing a lot
yoga,
of
the wrong
Reiki.
yoga can ruin your body. So I take it slowly, step by step, and try to get the right teachers and stuff because it can hurt you in the long run doing wrong yoga.
Ron yoga? How do you spell-
Wrong.
Oh,
I-
wrong. Okay, I got you. Okay, wrong yoga. Yeah, exactly. And man, this helps everything. I did not realize that. Digestive, muscle, Gesundheit, or whatever, cough, sneeze, whatever those.
Gesundheit. That's German.
Yeah, I know. My mom's German. My mom's side of the family's German.
Oh, that's
This
funny.
is
Can you
how.
speak German?
No, my mom can a little bit, but I can't. I have no idea.
I can. I speak
Can you?
German.
Du sprichst Deutsch, oder wie? Sprich auch Deutsch. Nein, keiner hier spricht Deutsch. Nobody here speaks German, I said.
Sounds like Polish.
Keiner hier spricht Deutsch. That's what I said.
I don't know why Polish people don't like German people, man. That's their cousins.
That's propaganda, bro. A good friend of mine is one of my best friends is Polish. A lot of my good friends are Polish and Russian. It's all propaganda.
Russian. Mother Rashi.
Propaganda programming, right?
Yeah,
Keep us
it's
all
all
divided.
so crazy
Yeah.
shit, from the upper ups that want to divide us.
Mother Rasha. Where are you, Mother Rashito?
Okay, so we can't watch that DMT thing because you said there's no
I don't know what it is.
volume to it. Is it a visual?
If we can't watch the visuals, then let's watch the real thing.
Right. Let's. So let's ask Gabriel, Charles. Let's ask Gabriel. What do you think about the feminine energy? The male versus feminine energy.
I think it's holy as well, because a mother you know, has the burden of carrying you 9 months and all the pain of being pregnant, and even then being careful and taking care of you, you know, inside of you. And then when you come out, you puke on her, and you know, all that. The mother goes through a lot of shit, and you know, you have to be grateful for the feminine. And then after that, the whole life, they're just worries, you know, fires burning in their heads, and you're trying to put the fires out with your tears, but with no chance, you know, stuff like that. It's way more. I'm grateful for feminine uh, energy in my life. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Yes. Okay, now let me ask you this. I'm sorry, I'm not interrogating you or interviewing you. You okay? I just want, I want to hear people's perspective without, you know, getting too, you know, with too deep and personal. Were you in a household with women?
With women? Yeah. You mean like,
Yeah, like
I don't have no siblings, but I have a bunch of cousins and aunts and uncles and all that, but they live all across the world, like in America and all over there, because I come from Michigan.
okay, but when you were brought up, like coming up, were you around a lot of
You mean
females?
if my mother was? Yeah, I have my mother and my father all my life, you know. They're still alive now. They're still
Okay.
together.
Okay. Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah, but it
Okay.
wasn't all like you know, if you want to know the truth, you know, my I don't even know if I should say it. You know, my father was on drugs and this and that. I'm not giving him any fault in any direction, but you're asking me, so he was, you know, on heroin, this and that, and
Well,
methadone, all that
you know,
shit, all that shit. Growing up and seeing that, you know, coming home after school and seeing him lying with a needle in his arm, with his face on the table, thinking, oh, is he still breathing? You know, when you come home from school, if your father's still alive, stuff like that. That was bothering and worrisome, but I had my mother in my life, and everything else was hunky dory. But all that only happened when we moved to, you know, Germany or here, when we flew here. Growing up in Michigan was nice, you know, hunting, fishing, all that shit, you know.
okay, because the reason I was asking is like you know, like I said, I wasn't
So is
trying to
that
get first. I
an
wasn't trying to
answer
get
to your
first.
question?
Yeah, I picked up by what you said because I wasn't trying to get personal and deep. Like I don't expect anyone to share any details, but when I was asking like about the feminine energy, I was trying to get a feel, like because a lot of
I
people
have
were
no
raised
shame.
female. Okay, so yeah, okay, so what it sounds like to me, is that because of what your father went through, you had your mother there for the support, so you probably gained understanding and respect for women. That's why I was asking about how you felt about the feminine energy, because some people will
Yeah,
disrespect
not
it,
on
walk over
no,
some.
maybe you got that a little bit wrong, because my father took care of me as well as my mother, and exactly as good as my mother, you know. There's no difference. He
Ah,
wasn't like a bum or nothing, but he was just on drugs,
he was an addict. Okay, all right. So
you know.
you
And
still had that
he
kind of
he
balance.
he was the one that went hunting with me and fishing with me and everything, you know.
Mm.
He taught me swimming, hunting, fishing, this, that, and later on got hooked to drugs.
Okay, so it sounds like you might have had more of a balance
Something
in
like
your
that.
family. Yeah. You might have had more of a balance. So for the feminine energy, that's why you're saying you know, you don't
Mhm.
mind, you
Yeah.
embrace it, you know, respect it, all that. Okay, yeah. Because if you were listening before, we were talking about how like when a lot of people
On a
step into
deeper
their
level,
feminine
yeah.
energy, you get railroaded by other people, you know. So that's why I was trying to get your perspective. I was trying to get us back on track, my friend, with the feminine
Yeah.
energy. Charles, you know, want to learn more about that. Okay, I yield.
Yeah, I've been thanking the feminine energy on a deeper level, though. You know.
I'm in Russia right now, looking at this architecture, and they're making it so you can't even take pictures, like download pictures. You gotta just, it's crazy. You can't download any of these. What the fuck? I found some really good pictures of Russia in the 1890s. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Yeah, you can go to eBay, and people are selling these pictures. All the pictures you see on the internet, they're for sale on eBay. People probably bought them and now they're selling them.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Let me see. I'll tell you how much they are.
Right?
$8.50 for this picture.
Yeah.
And I could go and download it right now for free.
You could just screenshot it and then blow
Yeah.
it up.
Yeah, it'll probably look like shit though. Screenshots look like crap. A lot of them.
Depending.
Because it just, I don't know. To me it does. Moscow, Russia is such a beautiful place.
Yeah, it comes from the land of the rishis, Russia rishis. They come from India, you know, and Moscow. The river that runs through it is all muksh from mukti. You know, mukti is like enlightenment. You know, and that's why they named the river Muksh or so in Moscow and it's all from the Vedic scripts, you know. Comes from Russia, comes from the land of the rishis.
Land of the rishis, huh?
Something like that. But it's more I can't decipher the Sanskrit and stuff, but yeah. The river Moksh, you know, from Mukti. From the enlightenment, Moksh, next level.
I've never been outside the USA, so, you know, it would be nice if, you know, I ever got a chance in my near future to get to some country. I always wanted to go to Ireland.
Ireland.
Yeah, there's
Where
good
do you
places
live?
in Ireland, like Glasgow or Johannesburg, or there's a few good places in Ireland that I found that have really good old. I showed them in the last couple
Johannesburg
live
is in
streams.
Russia, bro.
Nah, it's in Ireland.
You think so?
Yeah,
I messed it up with St. Petersburg.
yeah. Johannesburg, yeah, it is in Ireland. Because I thought it was somewhere else too.
My bad.
Wow. I think Russia's even like using this old architect, like the old. I want someone to find me that video of the tech being used. There's two of them. Let me find them. Hold on.
Yo, Charles, I have so many videos showing them balls on top of normal old houses, and underneath they always
Didn't
have
they
the
put
octagon
mercury in them?
structure. Yeah,
Red mercury.
and beneath it's no exception. They all have like a hexagon or an octagon structure running down the whole building. You know, on the side of the building, they always have an octagon structure to release the energy in every story of the building. You know, and it's an octagon structure under that mercury vortex antenna. It's not a lightning rod, because I got ones bigger than a basketball. If a lightning strike would hit that, it would be more like a Tesla coil and dispersed the energy in all directions, that big ball, you know what I mean? So the lightning rod situation is already out of the question.
Listen to this. It says Russian architecture from the great reforms of the 1860s to the 1917 revolution constitutes a profile episode in a tradition marked by sudden racial shifts in style. During this period, Russian society experienced intense, if uneven, change that included among its several ramifications innovative developments in technology, engineering, and the art of building. Yet,
Yeah.
the period lacks the dominant architectural style that distinguished, for example, the 16th and 18th centuries, when structure and ornamentation revealed the very spirit of an age. Basically saying that the architecture they switched to, like today, is trash. It don't compare to the old world. You know, the
Yes.
old world architecture has a spiritual effect. You
An
know, like it
energetical
connects
effect.
you.
It has an energy effect.
Yeah, that's spiritual. Energy, spirit, same shit.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah, I agree.
you should. I should put them up more. I have way more, and I never posted it on my channel yet. There's so many hidden gems that I have castles when you come out of the woods, and then you see the castle, and there's these big, huge basketball-sized balls on top of every corner of the castle, where an octagon or a hexagon structure. Sometimes they put the staircase in there, but mostly that's the eating area, you know, the round area on the side, the octagon. When you're inside the room, you know, that octagon structure that runs the whole length of the structure, you would have to watch one or two of the videos, then you would know what I mean. They always have a hexagon or octagon structure right under them that runs the whole length of the building, dispersing the energy to every level. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, thank you for ruining my pipe dream in the groove. I'm sorry. Thank you for. No, Ireland. Oh.
It's like the US is being invaded
The chat. Look at the chat.
by spigrants.
What?
Spigrants. They're not migrants, they're spigrants. They were sent as spies.
Probably.
They're gonna infiltrate from the inside out with the help of that schmuck called Biden.
Yeah,
I'll fucking knock that old man off his ass. As a matter of fact, I won't even need to knock him out. He'll just fall on his own.
Yeah, and they're slimy enough to sneak up through the toilet and snatch people out of their houses. Them slimy buggers.
Do what? What did you just say?
Yeah, I'm just saying that they're so slime balls they could just, you know, fit through anything.
Oh, okay. All right.
They could. There's such a. They can collapse their ribs. No,
Yeah.
I'm joking. This building, I got. Man, this is fucking amazing. I found this website with some good pictures of Russia architecture. Mother Russia. Yo, the Russian mafia is no joke.
Solid people, yeah.
You don't want to go to prison in Russia. After I seen the video, you'll be on the floor. They call you a goat. See, in America, a goat is the greatest of all time. Not you. But in Russia, everyone, a goat is a piece of shit, like a chomo. And they make him sleep on the floor under the fucking bed.
The gay people and the chomos.
Yeah, on the floor. No, you got to sleep on the floor with nothing.
Yeah, and if somebody
under
needs
the
an
bed.
ashtray, a hand's gonna come up from under the bed with an ashtray and give it to them.
Or they might make you put your head and open your mouth and use that as an ashtray. The chomo, yup. You tell that punk motherfucker, look, lay on the floor and open your mouth and use it as an ashtray.
Yeah,
that'd be crazy, right?
And they even have a boss. The the top fag, you know, the top gay people. Would talk to the top bosses of the other people, you know what I mean? Even they have a hierarchy inside of that jail.
Shit, in America, they'll call that motherfucker a fucking the leader. You know, it's backwards in America, man. They'll put that choma on a pedestal and be like, "I worship you."
They're
Only in
crazy.
America. Yeah, only in America.
Because nobody's doing anything about it. Everybody's just like, "Oh, I hope it's gonna stop soon.
I know.
Hopefully, it'll be over soon."
Yep. And people be like, you know, because I say the same stuff, and then people be like, "Why don't you do something about it, Chuck?" And I'm like, "What do you think I'm fucking doing?" And number two, I'm not an idiot. I'm not gonna run into a fight unprepared. One, you know, outgunned, and three, I don't even, you know, I forgot my third point. It wasn't good enough. It was in my mind, and I pushed it to the side. But you know, I'm not
backup.
like, I'm gonna use Christians. I'm not Christians, man. I'm not gonna say the devil's my enemy, but know absolutely nothing about the devil. All they can say is it's evil. It's evil. You don't even study your so-called enemy, man. Like a lot of religious people, it don't even make sense. They be going to war blind and shit.
They don't know the difference between Satan and Lucifer and all that stuff.
You know, I have no problems with Christians, even though, you know, I use that a lot because that was a religion that, and Catholic. Actually, my family is more Catholic, if anything, from the motherland. But
Really?
yeah, that's why my mother. Shout out to my mom, Dukes. Shout out to my mom because she didn't allow me to get baptized. She said, "I left that for you to make a decision." She didn't want it forced on me like religion was to her, and I'm so thankful for that.
Nice.
Same
and I didn't
here.
realize this till I grew up, and I said, "Man, my mother was looking out. What a good move."
Right. My parents did the same thing. It was forced on them, so they were like, "You just
At
gonna
least
have
it's
to
not
figure
as
out
bad
what
as
you."
vaccination.
Yeah.
And then people look at me like, maybe that's why your life's fucked up, because you didn't get baptized. And I'm like, you really think a guy dunking my head underwater, saying a bunch of nonsense with his mouth, is going to make me a better person of who I already am? I don't need to be dunked underwater with some guy saying a bunch of noise. It don't even make sense, but people fall for it. You could do it yourself when you're in the tub, for Christ's sakes, at night. Dunk your head under the water and baptize yourself. Right? What's the difference? That you think that guy has more power than you do to do that? It don't even make sense. It's a stranger doing that.
And let me write off
and
that,
he's
Charles.
just spewting some old Latin words or Greek, old Greek or something. You know, not even having that mantra frequency energy about it. It's just gibberish and you holding your breath underwater.
Let me write off that. Let me write off both of you right there. That thing about baptizing, dunking you in water, you've been reborn, whatever, born again Christian, whatever the crap they want to tell you, right? Guess what? Again, I could put another analogy to that. Us people, what we do ourselves. If you're trying to get trauma and you're trying to heal and say, confess your sins, or they baptize you, whatever, like they say, dunk you in the water. If you go in the shower, if you take a shower, if you're in your pool, even if you're out in your yard playing with a hose and squirting it in the air. Like I do weird stuff like that because I'm a big water person. It does help you release a lot of feelings and all that. And then you are kind of refreshed, and you could fall in those terms of being a born again, whatever. So you see, there's a lot of it we all can already do ourselves, but then they
Yeah,
give us some other term. Yeah,
of
see,
course.
that's
Yeah.
that's
Even
crazy.
taking a shower, it's more than just cleaning your skin. It washes you on a deeper level as well.
But okay, but does it if you have the intention? Like before, when I would take a shower, just get in there,
Then
get
it will
clean, get
even
out.
have more effect on it. Yeah, of course.
If your
Intention
intentions,
and
yeah.
everything else, frequency, all that is within. But yeah, the more
What you're
you
feeling, yeah.
the more you put in, the more you get out.
Yep, there you go. So it's like we can be baptizing ourselves. It wouldn't be baptizing, but cleansing our own soul. There you go. We're
Yeah.
cleansing our soul. We can cleanse our own soul. Instead, they got people wanting to go to some building and donate money, and then they want to torture you and dunk you underwater, and then let's go further. And they have to do that shit where they go, "You're healed." That's always the biggest thing.
70%
Hey,
of your body is water. So when water is running over it, it automatically goes in a different mode, and it cleanses itself from within on a deeper level.
Boy, the stuff they pulled on us, huh? Or
All
what's
right,
been
piece
pulled
to
on us?
Candy, piece to S, piece to In the Groove, Fools and Tools, Kimba, Chief 18 Wheels, Michigander, piece of the whole chat. Yeah, the stuff they did, and they did a good job, being the trickster and using their magic, their magic tricks. And but a lot of people that are patient and calm and analytic, that analyze the situation, weighed out their options and realized this guy's full of shit, man. He needs toilet paper and X-Lax. Uh-oh, I
Okay,
heard the birds.
Yeah, I
we have
have a bunch of birds right out my window. They're always going off out there
I'm outside,
because
so I
I
get the
throw them
bird.
some seeds sometimes, and they're friends of
What were
mine.
you gonna say, Kimba? I swear you're about to say something.
Oh no, he was just saying I know I go to we go to talk at the same time. And I was gonna say I have birds here too. I do the same thing. I give them birds. They actually, if the bird feeder's empty, they will sit out here and squawk and yell at me till I fill it up. And I'm out here like, all right, calm down. I'm coming to.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they
I
call me the
think it's
bird
awesome.
lady. Yeah, I'm considered the bird lady in my neighborhood.
Yeah, they're friends of mine.
Yeah.
They warn me of danger, like a dog.
Yep, exactly.
Let's talk about dog whistles. I've always been intrigued by dog whistles, and it just goes to show you the sound frequencies or the sound, and there's levels that we can't hear. So what makes people think there's levels of stuff we can't see?
How many percent, like 6% or 4% of the whole bandwidth of frequencies, we can only like see like 2 to 4%, right? Like of the whole bandwidth, it's like a minuscule, piece of the whole bandwidth of frequencies that we can measure now. And there's frequencies on higher levels that don't even, accumulate or dense down to our reality.
Without a doubt. Because I sit over here and I experiment with my singing bowl, a tuning fork, healing frequencies, and what it does to your body versus, you know, movies and the fear between, you know, news and the music you listen to. Oh, the difference in frequency. I honestly, I have moments because I have my nervous system is a wreck, and just from all kinds of stuff in my life, I have times where I cannot handle those frequencies. You know, my body can't even take it, and I need either the silence, you know, like whatever, like, you know, out here in nature. And then sometimes I'll go in and listen to a couple of songs. And then if the frequency is too intense for me, so I'm getting even. That's the thing. When you start healing a lot of trauma and addressing things, you get that heightened sensitivity. So it's like I'll listen to something for a little bit, then I'm like, I literally, my body starts to glitch. I will say it starts to glitch and shake. And I'm like, okay, no. And then I come back outside and go do something else. And then if I want that, it's a distraction. At this point, it is a distraction for me. I just try to make sure it's something not bad, you know, bad. And I'm like, oh, maybe go listen to a couple of reggae songs, or, you know, something I like. And I'll do that for a little bit. And I'm like, all right, that's enough. Now back into the void. I like to say back into the quiet, because the frequencies are getting tremendous, you know, especially if you're sensitive to them all around you, everything, because we're bombarded with frequencies.
Oh,
That's very true.
yeah. Do you get the shakes and then have to calm down afterwards, or what, Kimber?
Yeah, exactly. It's like a deep grounding process. I ground a lot.
Yeah.
I have to ground a lot, and it's getting so tremendous for me. I talked to Lonnie about this, like on the side. I actually have to come out and sit. I actually have to sit at my root chakra and sit on the grass to get the energy out. I walk at night, late at night, even in the middle of the night. Me and Lonnie will be texting behind the scenes, texting each other. I'm even walking and grounding around because I am literally over here feeling energy like it wants to shoot out of my feet. And if it don't get out, it gets bottled up in your body, you know, and then you get, like I said, that you get that it's an emotional overload and it comes out of nowhere. And I figure that's where people get sick. That is, I'm over here figuring out I know there's overconsumption of things and under and vitamins, but I'm realizing a lot of what makes us sick and what has caused a lot of even medical terms is all energy getting stuck in our body. Period.
Yeah, you gotta ground.
Blank. Yep. And if you know how to get it out, you know, that's why I don't like to have surgeries done on me at all. No surgeries, but I did have carpal tunnel, and I realized they didn't even do it the right way. They didn't even do it the proper way. They were supposed to, you know, go slice here and do it. And the only reason I did it because it was so much pain I couldn't take it. Instead, they did it the cheap way, and they just tied me like at a knot on my wrist. So this energy, even trying to get out of my arms and hands, it's literally crippling me over here. So I'm over here having to do all kinds of, you know, weird stuff to get my body back in adjustment because I'm bound and determined. Like Charles says, I don't give up.
Determined.
Bound and determined. Bound.
Oh.
I'm bound up and I'm determined
Do you
to get
have
unbound.
copper wire?
Oh yeah, I use those.
Do you have copper wire?
You're talking to the queen of that stuff. Like Kimbo, you got the singing bowl. She got everything.
Copper wire?
Tuning forks, crystals. Look.
When I started,
she's the supreme witch.
When I started to learn,
do you have copper wire?
Yes, I do. Look, I have a whole spool.
Yeah, then wrap your wrists and stuff. You should wrap your wrists and stuff where you said the energy wants to come out. You should wrap your arms and stuff, you know, and then stand and ground yourself. And then try that out.
I
They used
have
to do that
copper
way
bracelets.
back in the days, like in the 1300s or something.
Really? Yeah, I have copper bracelets already. I haven't put
Yeah,
them on
that'll
my
do the job
fingers.
too, probably.
Yeah. Oh, I got it. I got a spool of this, and when I got the spool, buddy,
Yeah,
I
I
went
got copper wire
crazy.
at home. I do all that grounding stuff too.
Do you? I got it at my trees. It helps them grow better. I mean, I was just out here rubbing it, and
I
yeah, I was
have,
going crazy.
if you want, I can show you this little argon generating pyramid.
Ooh, Charles?
What?
Did you hear what Gabe just said?
Yeah, I planted something, you know, a little weed plant. You know that electroculture shit that they're talking about?
Yeah.
Well, I tried something like that. Maybe, I don't know if you can see it. Wait a sec.
Yeah.
How do you turn around the camera?
What's going on over here? Oh, Russian people got some good architecture.
How do I?
When you start speaking the truth, people scatter away, man. They get scared. The truth's coming. Oh my God, run! They bury their heads in the sand. Go back to sleep, guys. It's like Debo. When the truth comes around, it's like the truth is Debo. They'd be like, tuck your chains.
Hide
The
your
truth's
shit,
coming.
right? Hide all your shit. Okay, let's see what he has. Oh, Charles, can you big screen him?
Hey, that's a good comedy video I'm gonna do. Hold on.
Okay. All right. All right.
It's
You
one
do
of
that.
them pyramid things, organ generating pyramids. You know what I mean?
Oh. Yeah, I got 4 or 5 of those, buddy. I got 4 or 5
Yeah.
real nice ones. Yeah, and
Yeah,
I
I put
wrapped
it in
copper
here to
around.
my wheat plants and stuff.
Oh
They
yeah.
just came out, them little sprouts here. I got the
Oh
crystals and everything
yeah.
around it.
I didn't put the crystal in my stuff, but I used the copper. Oh, interesting. Yeah, because you're like a conductor.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, right? Yeah.
Yeah, them wheat plants just came out the other day. They just pressed through the surface.
Oh, okay. In the groove, what frequency are you asking? About what he's using or the tuning fork? Because those tuning forks, they come in a set. I know they come in a set, and I wanted to get the set, but they're expensive. Just like the big singing bowls. If I had my way, I'd have the big set of singing bowls, and I'd be sitting out here in my yard like the videos you see, and I'd be sitting there doing that. But I had to, just go with a little singing bowl, and I only got one tuning fork, and it's the 528 hertz or whatever. And supposedly, I'm just going to say supposedly, that's like the main one you need. It's supposed to be for the heart. And I use that one. And I ping it behind my ears, like when the frequencies are rough, behind my ears. And I even take it to where I ping it off my chakras.
Wish I had one.
Yeah. One is not too bad. They're not too... Actually, it's only probably $20, I think. Or some. Okay.
Yeah, I always get the dirt from the woods. I go into the woods and wander off and get some earth from like where the needle trees are, and then from other parts of the woods and stuff, and put it all together, the dirt, and use that dirt for my plants. So there's moss in there and all kinds of stuff.
These are just some of the pictures I'm looking at of Russia in the 1800s, Moscow and stuff. different art. This is a whole thing of architecture, a book that I found on the internet just recently. And look, remember I was showing you these type of things in Hartford. They're all over the world. These type of tops right here. Like these were the little tops. Maybe these rooms
Yeah,
had
exactly. See, those have,
those are the rooms for Mercury
yeah,
and
they
everything.
have, yeah,
I
those
can't
were
hold my
square,
arm
but
up.
most have octagon, hexagon structures. That was the perfect example.
Because I noticed when I was walking in the city, I had noticed that all these apartment buildings had one of those, or on each, for the most part, it was on one corner, and it looked like a room that you'd go in, and like, it was a room where you were able to turn on the free energy and off.
Yeah,
It's almost like that would be the room that
on every
was used
corner,
to get
and the structure runs all the way down that corner, like all the way down the building, like an octagon or square, like you just showed. That it would go down all the way to the ground level and disperse the energy on every story of the building.
Excuse me.
But those were square instead of hexagon or octagon. Those structures had square corners under their mercury generators. But they also went all the way down.
Fuck.
What happened?
I'm trying to highlight this thing for this picture. It's giving me problems, as usual. I'm looking at the inside of this Russian building, this architecture. It's insane. The old world makes our world look like a outhouse.
Yeah, man.
All right. You need the link? Do you need the stinky linky?
Who, me? What?
No, I'm talking to Kimba.
Oh.
Chapter 4, Fyodor Shechtel. Idealism in Modernist Architecture, 1875. Saratov in Moscow.
Yes. That's crazy.
What?
Yeah, that chateau, what? What did you say the first at the beginning? Chateau what?
I don't know. It's some city in Russia.
Yeah, they have the architecture there still because they weren't bombed in the World War II.
Vestibule.
At least not there.
That's what he meant by that. So that's what a vestibule is. I didn't know what a vestibule was. I heard it in someone's rhyme. This
So what
guy,
is it?
Gorilla Nems from New York, he's talked about a vestibule. It's some sort of a house or something. That's what a vestibule is.
Oh.
I'm just downloading a bunch of pictures. For
Did
the
you
next
watch
time
that
I go live.
video that I showed you the link for the alchemy?
When was this?
I don't know. Last time we was live a couple weeks ago, I sent you the link to this one video with that weird background music. It'll show you all the levels of alchemy and which
Oh yeah, I remember that now.
you know what I mean with that crazy background
Yeah,
music. That's a cool video. You should you know, do a reaction video to that
I might.
because it shows all the alchemy levels, you know, and it has that hypnotic background music. Remember?
I should. I might do that actually.
Yeah, because it's I don't know. I haven't seen anybody put it together like that guy did, at least with salt and then sulfur and all the levels, you know, of alchemy and which element you know, the archetypes types of elements. So he
Lord.
breaks it down on the smallest level, and yeah, it's a really cool video that has this hypnotic background music. He breaks down that book in a different way than anybody else ever did.
Somebody's
I, s-
knocking at my door.
yeah, I sent it to you, and you commented on it. I think it's in your comment section.
All right, hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to do two things at once here. This is weird. Is that an eyeball? Yo, Russia got some architecture I've never seen before. Wow. Glasgow Exhibition, 1909. Forestry Pavilion. This place is some odd looking places, man. The insides are just fucking fabuloso. And it makes me want to go to Russia. You know, if it wasn't for the politicians are always, you know, doing their fake beef. They don't even beef with each other. It's just to get us fighting with each other. I don't believe for one
Propaganda.
second. Yeah, I don't believe for 1 second any politician is truly, you know.
It's crazy. When I came here, Russian people took me in as one of theirs, you know? Like, that's why I speak fluid Russian and all that stuff. Because they never discriminated me. I always thought they were the enemy too until I actually met them. Normal Russian people, you know?
St.
Hi.
Petersburg.
Hi. How hi? Hi.
I want to go to St. Pete, Russia.
Hi.
When we going to Russia,
Hi.
Kimbo?
How high, Kimba?
Never. Very high.
Why?
I always
Why?
keep my
Why?
vibes
Why?
very high. I don't know. I don't know what's in Russia
Really
right
high?
now. What's going on in Russia right now? Depends.
Who
Let's wait it out.
cares?
Who cares?
Russia's fun. Yeah, we don't fuck the government. We're about seeing the people. People are probably awesome over there.
I know. I wanted to go
Yeah.
to Ireland, but then
If
Intergroup
you're
came
live
in here.
sometime and I'm outside with some Russian friends, then I'll just come up with them and they'll tell you the same thing. It's all propaganda.
That's it. Yeah. Wouldn't doubt it.
Russian people are awesome.
It's just what's going on
Facts.
nowadays. It's like I wouldn't know where to go.
My best friends are Russian.
Oh really? Okay. Cool.
Dude.
Yeah, all my best friends are Russian, and they see, yeah, they have the same values as us.
Oh, they do? Okay.
Yeah, no snitching, no homo, no, stuff like that. They have values and honor.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. From what I've just seen and yeah, my small interactions, yeah, I could see that. Now, see in the groove, I'm not far from St. Petersburg, Florida.
Hey, you
Yeah.
gotta pay homage to Russia.
If you take off and walk there now, you'll be there tomorrow, or maybe the day after tomorrow.
Yeah, you gotta pay homage, man. St. Petersburg, Russia was first, then came Florida, St. Pete. Do you know my friend Mike Trachtenberg? He lived in St. Pete. Mike Trachtenberg, and he said he had children down there in Florida in St. Pete.
Yeah.
And he he lived in Connecticut with his great. She was a friend, but she was nuts. They both are dead now. Yeah, they both died.
Oh my!
I used to work with this guy. He died of an overdose.
Sorry about that.
I should tell his story, man. Like, when he used to tell me these things, when him and his girl would be arguing, would be chopping it up, smoking some herb. He would tell me some of the craziest shit, man. And I used to tell him, bro, you should write a book. Straight up. Stories he would tell me. Like, even though it's about drugs and what drugs did to him, I said, bro, you got a whole book. Now he's been dead since 2008, I think. 8 or 9.
God bless his soul. Sorry about that. Sorry to hear that.
Maybe earlier than that. But I'll just tell a little snippet. It'll blow your mind. He lived in Florida, and he used to tell me the business he had.
Yeah.
He said he had a boat. He had the cars. He had a detailing shop in Florida, and he had it all. He said he was making good money, and then he got introduced to crack or something by this chick, and it ruined his life. He lost everything. And
oh my God.
yeah, even he would blame her and this and that. And when he died, he finally, I don't know if he had problems in Florida and that's why he came up here, but I know he wanted to see his daughters. He would always talk about them. Yeah, he finally made it to Florida by the skin of his teeth, and he died that day. That's just crazy, like, to me.
Bless him, man. Bless him. For even making the effort.
At least he got to see his daughters, and then he died that night.
For even
Never
making the
woke up.
effort, man. Salute to him.
And the chick, she ended up ODing.
Bummer.
I got a phone call one day. My boy was like, yo, man. Oh, I asked him if he heard from this chick, and he was like, she's dead. I'm like, what? But yeah.
Mega bummer. I hate stuff like that. But it happens.
Yeah. They say it was a mistakable OD. I just think it was stupidity. I know what happened. She was taking Xanax and she was on methadone, and I told her, be careful, because I know how she is with her Xannies.
That's crazy.
Nobody listens to Chuck.
That's
man.
how my fucking best friend died. I was just at his grave the other day.
That's how my sister died too.
And he spent the last night of his life at my house, and it's a long story, but it's so sad.
It is.
Yeah. And then the next day he died at his house.
Oh man.
OD'd. Yeah, it was crazy. The feeling just to carry him to his grave, and it was fucked up.
Oh, you were there.
Do you know any Trachtenbergs?
Oh.
Because his daughter's last name is Trachtenberg. They live in St. Pete. St. Pete's probably huge, though.
No, I don't live in St. Pete.
No, Kimba lives in Florida.
Oh, I thought in St. Petersburg, the real St. Petersburg.
No.
No. I live in Lake City. I live in the
They should
central
call that
part of
New
the-
St. Pete.
Huh.
I always wanted to go to Florida and find, because he's buried down there. And just say what up to him.
Yeah, my ancestors are at a burial ground over in Fort Myers, Florida. I got my dad's parents, and then he already has his all arranged.
How
He's
do they
even got a
bury people
picture
there,
on it.
Kimba? Do they bury them above ground?
Oh no, in the ground in a casket. You got to pay for the cat. You know
'Cause I
that.
know in Louisiana they bury you above ground because they don't even have basements down there. It's like Florida don't have basements because of that reason, the flood. But yeah,
Yeah.
they bury above ground. That's what I was just asking because they don't
Yeah.
have basements.
Yeah.
So I thought, would they put people above ground because of the flooding? But wouldn't you
Yeah,
think you'd want to put people under the ground? You know,
Well,
because
they only go so far down. You
Nah.
gotta go deeper for the water level. And not only that, you have
The
the option.
animals and the wind will blow all away. Ashes
can
to
even
ashes,
go in the
dust to
wall.
dust.
It can even put you in the wall, not even underground. I've had friends that have been buried where they put you in the, the thing in the wall. I forgot what they call that. You're like in a wall. But the thing that gets me, this is what gets me.
excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Time, that's okay. Because you're tight. All throughout, it's going to happen, okay? All throughout time, it's like, to me, it's a money grab. Another money grab. You're dying. Now you got the casket, you got this. My dad spent a lot of money to set up what he's got going on, just to have a pretty picture on a plate. And I supported him. He wanted to do it. He earned his money. But I'm sorry, you know what my beliefs are? And maybe this is a little dark for people. But, by law, we have to go their route, pay money, and do all that. I just have a belief that if someone passed away, just like we do kind of with animals, we bury them in our yard. And then that's just, because they did that in the day. You got hurt, you injured, you died.
What, minerals? What?
You bring them back to the dirt. You bury them. You bury your own kin if they passed away. See, this is how I believe. I would bury my own kin on
Ashes
my
to
own
ashes,
property.
dust to dust. You can
Exactly.
also burn your loved ones, your ancestors.
Yeah, that's too deep for me, But as far as like paying for the casket and this and that and that, and I'm watching my dad pay for bouquets every year and this and that, and I'm like, oh my, all this money spent and the people aren't even here anymore. Again, that's like a money grab to me, It's like bringing back to the dirt. And maybe if you're gonna stay on this property, you probably know it for till the end of your
Yeah,
time.
but why?
I'm with you. That's more natural to me. That's the natural way
But
to
why?
me. Because
All that
we've always
money.
exactly why all the money. Okay, I thought you meant why that, but yeah, exactly why all the money. That's like they want to get more money, and now you're not even here, and now you leave your fellow ones to pay for it or whoever to carry the burden.
That's only in modern man that we get buried in caskets.
Oh yeah, modern, yeah. That's why we need. But we can't do that nowadays, right? Because, it's got to be reported and social security numbers. And they go like, hey, where's this person? What happened? I don't know. They just see, I go through also in my head. I'm thinking, I don't know where they went. Well, they probably just be buried by their
Breaking up somehow. Can y'all hear that?
Am I? Am I breaking up?
No.
No?
You're not breaking up.
Okay.
Okay, then it's on my end, maybe.
Maybe. Okay.
What do you want?
And a vault. That's it. A vault.
You want a vault? You want a vault or a vault wagon?
No. Charles, I'm eating my pancakes.
But your body will stay in that vault.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah, that's fear based, isn't it? Because if you go to a funeral, everybody's crying over the body and stuff, and then you see him in the casket. You have all these weird hallucinations. Oh, maybe a miracle's gonna happen. He's gonna sit up and live again and stuff. But if the body is going to be burned, you see all the people stop crying. When the body's gone, the hallucination is over. He's not going to magically appear again and stand up. Then everybody's silent after the funeral and leaves, you know?
Should be
And
happy.
it's
That
and it's good
motherfucker's
for the
gone.
yeah, and it's good for the one who left the body because the hallucination is up for him too. And he doesn't, you know, stay around hovering around that place.
That's interesting. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and when they leave the funeral, they came crying and carrying the body. And when they leave, everybody's silent because the hallucination is up. He's not going to sit up. He's not going to wake up anymore. The body's gone.
You know
Ashes
it's
to ashes, dust to
yeah.
dust.
Yeah.
And
That's
the
crazy.
stuff
And
be in
yeah.
the vault and, holding on to the body. But even letting them do an autopsy, but then putting the cut up and torn up body into a vault, you think, that's not going to do anything. First of all, no autopsy. Second of all, burn my body. I want to get rid of the whole hallucination and every attachment I have to this place. I want to go to the next level.
Yeah, then you have people though that because I did it for a while and maybe it's part of programming and maybe it was a little more depressive, but there are people that want to have that place to go to visit them, to say hi. And I'm over here like I could do it in my yard. Not only that, why do I need a place to go to? I just talk out loud to them,
Yeah.
just talk out loud.
Yeah,
But
it's weird. Everybody that's dead longer than
it's a ritual.
24 months or
Oh.
so is long dead. You can talk to them anywhere. You don't have to go to their grave or anything. You can talk to them anytime on a spiritual inner
Right.
inside level.
It's a ritual. Would you say that's a ritual then?
No, because from the other side, sometimes because dreaming, you don't have to do anything to dream. It's natural that you dream. You don't have to do any effort to dream. So people think dreaming is not important. It happens naturally. You don't have to put any effort into dreaming. So it's very important. But 70% of it is bullshit, recycled from your life and what you did that day, maybe, or whatever. 70% is recycled bullshit playing out. 30% or 20% is just from a higher plane of existence, maybe where our ancestors are. They can, visit us in our dreams. They can't tell us much, but they can send us signs and this and that, and you can make out of it what you want, but they're not allowed to, like interact with you. You say, how you doing over there? And then they disappear. That's usually what happens when you go too far. But they show you something or whatever. They give you signs from the next plane. And 10% is stuff that may be happening in the near future, maybe. But it's hard to decipher and discern this stuff. I'm not no yogi that can, decipher this and select it. But I know the
Yeah,
the,
you
the
are.
ground, the
You're a
ground.
yogi.
Why not?
Yeah, the ground rules. Like I know the rules to chess, but I'm not a chess master. Something like that. But I know 70% is like recycled bullshit, and the rest comes from the higher planes. The other 30% plus something that maybe happened in the near future with somebody. If you dream it, you may not be able to fully make it not happen, but you can put effort into it. Maybe if somebody's gonna get smashed by a fucking you know something, and maybe you can make it that he just has a little scratch or something. something like that. 10% comes from another. 30% comes from another level of existence. You know what I mean? That's why you can dream of your ancestors and stuff, and meet your ancestors or loved ones that passed on in a dream. But people will talk themselves out of it, like, oh, that doesn't mean nothing and stuff, you know. And it's weird. People talk themselves out of it, you know. Even though in the dream it feels real and they know it's real and everything, as soon as they wake up, it was just a dream, you know. And that's the problem. People don't look in the right direction, and they put enough distractions in front of you so you don't look in the right direction.
I like these pictures.
Wow. Kundalini, huh? Mm. All the chakras, and it's the serpent, the naga, it flows all the way up the chakras. In the middle, the green one, you know, with the 6-pointed star, the so-called David star in the middle. If you blow it up, you can even see it. In the green spot, in the middle of every painting, see that? In the middle?
Yeah, I can't blow it up because
Yeah, but you
I'm
have the
not on
Star
my
of David in the middle.
laptopper.
Yeah.
Star of Hatred.
David.
Oh.
The so-called, but it's Anahata chakra. That's where they stole it and misused it.
Anahata.
Anahata is the heart chakra. The green one in the middle where the snake is winding up. Then comes Vishuddhi, the blue one. Then Agna, and then Sahasra. Yeah. See? Vishuddhi, Anahata. Manipura,
Buddha.
Svadhisthana,
Shmadhisthana. Shmadhisthana.
Yeah.
You said Shmadhisthana?
Svadhisthana, Manipura.
Say that slower.
Svadhisthana.
Shmadhisthana.
Yeah. Mulatara. Unten. All the way down. Mulatara. See the
Mulatara.
bottom one? Muladhara, Svadhisthana. The next one.
Shmadhisthana. Shmadhisthana.
Exactly. And then Manipura.
You said Manipura.
Yeah. And then Anahata. And then you go to the left.
Anahata.
The left side. See that picture with the so-called Star David in the middle of it with the greenish all the way out around it? That's the Anahata, the heart chakra. That's where the Jews stole the thing from the Vedic scriptures, you know? The balance.
To me, in my opinion, the Vedic scriptures, or not I don't know, but that area, to me
It's
is the
not
most
religion.
accurate. It's more
Yeah.
accurate than the Bible and the
Yeah.
Quran.
And it rhymes. So anybody knows it by heart for generations. If somebody would change your favorite Wu-Tang song, you would notice immediately if somebody changed the lyrics, you know? Because it rhymes. And the same thing goes for the Vedas, you know? That's what I think, at least. And it doesn't rhyme on one level. It's 4 different arts of poetry. One of them is just the block, you know, the normal bars, you know. And then the second one is to lock it in, you know, energetically and stuff. They every hymn or every section, every paragraph rhymes in 4 different ways, you know. There's a method to the madness.
What happened to Kimba?
I don't know.
Kimba disappeared. Diggity disappeared.
Bummer. Yeah. And then
Oh,
comes
she's there.
Svanishtara, Anahata. Then comes Vishuddhi, is the throat chakra. When you do your mantras and use your throat chakra.
Zero, aka Bex, says, what's up, Gabe?
Hi.
And what's up, Kimba? Chat.
Hi, what's up?
What's
How
up,
you doing?
Bex? Hopefully you're having a good day. And thanks for coming up yesterday. Look at this fat baby playing with snakes. Let me show you this baby ate too many fucking Big Macs. How dare this baby disrespect me? Watch. The baby should have a Big Mac in its hand, not a snake.
You're crazy. Yeah, let's see it.
Uploading it now. Gave me the whole. It's a book called Serpent Power, and instead of me getting just a picture, it wanted me to download the whole book. Here, the whole cover of the book,
okay.
at least. And there's the baby, fat, plump. I need a Big Mac, baby.
Yeah.
That's scary shit when you think about parasites, and that's where you get cravings from. Look at this.
Yeah, sometimes if you have parasites that crave on meat, you're gonna get cravings for meat first.
I got sugar parasites then.
No, if you do any cleanse and whatever it's called, if you don't eat, what's it called? Fast. If you do any
Yeah.
fast, yeah, the first thing that comes up, that kind of parasites you got. You fast for like 4 days, and then
What's up with this chick, man? If that's even a chick.
that's some chick at Halloween party.
Huh. That's the devil, man. That's the
Nah,
real
people are getting
devil.
too
The
sensitive.
diva.
In the 80s, nobody would say nothing about that in Halloween.
Yeah. When you celebrate Halloween, you become hollow.
Yeah, man. But it all depends on how you feel it, the spirit of it,
I gotta jump off here in like 20 minutes. I'm gonna jump off. I'm gonna jump off head first. Look at this. I'm gonna use this as a background.
Wow. Mega, mega, mega. That's killer, bro. That's something else, man.
Naga. The cobra is a symbol of Kundalini power, cosmic energy coiled and slumbering within man. It inspires seekers to overcome misdeeds and suffering by lifting the serpent power up the spine into God realization. More like lifting that serpent power up the spine into God's chamber, the throne, the third eye.
Nice.
This is a good picture how they put this one together. Jacob's ladder.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then look how they put the sun with
Jacob's
one of the
ladder. Did you
temples in
see the new
India.
Jacob's ladder?
Huh?
Did you see the new Jacob's
Kimba.
ladder movie?
No.
Check it out on Netflix or whatever. I almost puked when I watched it.
When did it come out?
I don't know, 2023, 2022.
I'm gonna look it up.
I think it was on Netflix or Prime, something like that. I think on Netflix.
Kimba.
She passed out. Kimba. Where's Kimba?
Wow, there's two of them. Two different Jacob's ladders.
There's more than two. But the one with the black guy, it's the newest one. The Jacob's ladder with that thin guy, it's older, like 2002, 2005, something like that. 2000.
Yeah, there's one with 1990.
Yeah, that's 1990 is one of them with that thin guy with the long nose.
Adrian Lynn is the director.
Exactly. And
Let
the
me
other one is the new one.
see.
That's where he gets shoved in that place in the morgue where you cool the bodies in them trunks, shove them in there. He got shoved in one of those and had that Jacob's ladder experience.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's the
definitely
first
watch
movie.
one of
And the
these.
second movie, when was it made, the second one?
2019.
Exactly, that one. With the black guy and the camel.
Yep.
Exactly.
That's the one I'm looking for, the black dude one.
Yeah. Yeah, with the camouflage.
I'm gonna download it right mother effing now.
Facts, bro. I almost puked. I'm gonna tell you. Which one?
You didn't put on your game pace, that's why. You're supposed to be
that was
prepared.
crazy one.
1990. I'm gonna download that one too. I'm gonna watch both. Put it that way.
Yeah, man.
Do. Pee Wee Herman. I just watched this movie called Monkey Man last night. Yo, let me tell you. Definitely should watch it.
Well, have you ever looked up Steal This Book yet? What I told you? Nah, right? Oh man, I gotta send it to you.
Yeah, hold on. I did look it up. I looked that up when you were on here, as a matter of fact. I've heard of it before you mentioned it, that a book called Steal This Book. I heard about that when I was in prison, if I'm not mistaken. Why are you always bringing up prison for, Chuck?
Yeah. It's a real good book, bro.
I'm trying to get the 2019 one. Right now, Jacob's Ladder.
Yeah, I watched it and
1990.
yeah, it's crazy. It's otherworldly, you know. It has this really, wow, weird vibe to it where you get scared and stuff. And it goes deep into time and space continuum and stuff. Yeah, steal this book while you're at it.
Finally. I
You're
got it.
gonna, you got free. You gotta look at the inside the first page. What's it about? Number one, free food, free money, free this, free that, free living, free housing, free furniture, free this, everything free, and how to do it. You know, that's why it got forbidden. That book, it was too much. Even how to build so-called, you know, IEDs.
Oh yeah. That's insane, dude. Fucking A,
but
man.
it's simple stuff with you know, Molotov cocktails with a bunch of styrofoam balls in it. So everywhere the styrofoam falls, when it grows up, you know, it'll burn.
I remember my grandpa had a book. It had this
It's like napalm,
clown-looking dude on there.
building your own napalm with that stuff.
What time is it? I'm gonna jump off in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where's Kimbo when she left
dipped.
too?
She probably had to go do stuff.
Oh. Yeah.
What is that? Oh. ¿Qué pasa, Holmes?
Yeah.
You talking to me?
Yeah. That's good.
Fucking, I'm stoned. Like Jesus. But I gotta go do a bunch of shit, man.
Okay.
Here we go with this shit again, man. I just did one of these Samsung phone upload things. And now they, you know, like a month or two ago, now they got another one. Yo, why are these people in my phone? I don't want that shit. Ooh,
Yeah,
I don't care
probably the
about their
cops
uploads.
want you to download it so they can hear you better. You know?
Don't speak that
I
into
get
existence.
no. I think the same thing because the update was just the other day. Why is it coming again? You know, it's like, uh-oh. Yeah.
You can't stop these uploads either.
Yeah, but you know, if it was just the other day, I always think, this is probably the cops trying to get me to click on it or something, you know?
Yo, dude, why you had to say that? I just read what
bro.
it says. It says Samsung account. Samsung account legal term update. Tap here to agree to the new privacy notice.
Yeah, something like that.
Dude, that's crazy.
Good morning.
The new
No more
privacy notice.
Let's read the privacy notice first.
It's about to be that time, everyone. Grow a fucking pair, and it's time to smash phones, TV towers, all your LED screens gone. Those are portals, I think. These LED
and then
screens.
steal this book to get out of the.
Oh yeah, let me write that down.
Situation.
I'm gonna start reading it for real. If I can find it, someone's got to have it on the internet.
Yeah, no, I was gonna tell you, Charles, I have to go anyways because yeah, I do have some
Yeah, I'm
things
about
to
to jump
do.
off.
Yeah, and I
gotta go
got
do
stoned real quick today too, so that's good though. It's good to let your mind go, and I say take a back seat because I already overthink everything anyways. You know,
You got stoned on what?
on my medical marijuana, my friend. I normally don't start doing it that early, but when I
Yeah,
hopped
yeah,
on here,
man, that's a good idea. I
I was
wish I
in
had
Wake and
pain,
some.
bake.
my body pain, yeah. So
Don't even say
My
that. Wake and bake. Don't be fake.
my my prescription's already gone. I smoked it up.
um, yeah.
It's not a prescription. It's more
I
like
have a.
a
I'm a
treat from Mother
prescription
Earth.
patient. You know.
So do I. Yeah. Again, another
You
money
know when
grab, right?
you know
Money
in the
And in
personal.
Bible where it
Germany,
says you know in the Bible where it says it wasn't an apple.
it was
You
a
know,
seed.
they say no, it was a fucking bud of weed that she plucked off and she smoked it. She didn't bite no apple. It
No,
was
it
apple
was a
flavored
mushroom.
hydro.
It was a mushroom.
Hey, that is even
There
a
you go.
stronger possibility. For
That'd have
real.
been nice too.
That's even more that makes more sense than fucking an apple.
Right?
Because mushrooms do hold the universe in them. And when if you bite them, it's gonna open up chambers in the brain that
Facts.
you can do that naturally. Okay, I want to see somebody
You
sit
can.
there and naturally start
Yeah,
tripping. Yeah, okay, I
that's a
don't
fact
believe it.
though. Hey, Charles, listen to me. You know, the yogis do these practices, meditation practices, where they generate heat in the body so they can go up mountains in their underwear. Yeah, I tried that. No, it's a fact. They
I
they
can
they
picture
teach.
them, yo, and they'll
I
use
can
the
teach.
sheet for their underwear.
I can send you a video where they took normal people and trained them for 2 days by this yogi, and they could climb a mountain in Poland with their shorts on. Okay, men
Oh, I
and women.
believe you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but look, I did that same practice, you know, and I was in the methadone program, you know, and I was like, how to say, jonesing, you know, and didn't have anything. But I did that practice while I was in like freezing water outside in December, you know, in the river down there, and it was minus degrees, and I did that practice, you know, generating heat in the body, and the side effect was that I generated my body's own opiates, and I was high as hell. I had a smile on my face for the rest of the day because the side effect of generating heat was that, because it generates a lot of adrenaline and other stuff, and you know,
Wait,
and
would you
other
say that?
hormones.
Peace to
And
Alchemos,
as a
Maggot, and Chief
as a
18
side
Rails.
effect, I got high as hell and I was tripping and all kinds of stuff. It was a side effect of that, you know.
Yeah.
But after a while, if you train, you don't think about the substance. You think about the
Man,
feeling that you
I
think
get
about the
it, but
feeling that the substance gives you,
I'm gonna
and
take the
then your
shortcut.
body gives it to you. What do you mean? You
What?
buy it, you go get it. In 5 minutes you can breathe your way there, but you have to go and get your stuff and
Oh,
cop it somewhere and pay for it and everything. But in 5 minutes you can generate it yourself. I didn't believe it until I experienced it.
yeah. You know
So
why? When you're breathing heavy like that, you're about to pass out and crack your head on the ground. That's why you're
nah, it's
seeing
not
things
about that. It's not about
black.
that. You hack you
Can't do it right.
you
Yeah.
overflood your system and get dizzy with
And you get
air, yeah.
dizzy. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but it's just so you know that your body's overflowed with
That don't
oxygen.
compare.
You
It
don't need
don't
to breathe.
compare to going on a spiritual
No,
journey,
no, no,
though. You're
no.
fucking dizzy.
That's not the point though. You breathe out, yeah? You breathe out and then you hold your breath. That means your lungs are empty. so your the base of your brain, you know, that makes you breathe says, oh no, the lungs are empty. Breathe, man. What are you doing? Breathe, breathe, breathe. And you know you just flooded your system with oxygen, so you're calm, you know. You but your lungs and your brain says, breathe in, breathe in. Your lungs are empty. And then if you don't breathe in, it changes his strategy and goes like adrenaline and shoots out this, that, and the other thing, you know. It shoots out all chemicals to make you breathe in. It goes, what the fuck are you doing? Your lungs are empty, breathe in. So that's how they generate heat. They say, give me heat and then I'll breathe in. So your system gives you heat. But if you think of this feeling that the substance gives you, I found that as a side effect. I found that out later. You think of a substance and say, oh, you give me that, and then I'll breathe in, you know, and then it gives it to you somehow, you know. It's really weird.
Well,
Your own body generates it.
I can agree with that, Maggie,
I can
too.
teach it to you. If you have 5 minutes, I can teach you right now. Do it, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, let it go.
Next time. Nah, I'm gonna try it myself later. I know what to do. Because I think
Next
I've done it
time.
No, I
before
mean
by accident.
He's
that
high
Wim
now.
Hof technique, but not to generate heat in the body. Yeah, not to generate heat. You think of the feeling that the substance gives you. You feel you don't think of the chemical structure or something. You think this feeling. Yeah, you think of the feeling. Give me this, and I'll
No, I'm
breathe in.
laughing at
But you
Mackin.
have
He
to
said
have an
stick a
empty
hose in a
lung.
beehive and breathe
Yeah.
that for a bit.
And then sit on my
Yeah.
coilless bracelet
Well, yeah,
here. I just
look.
say.
He said I learned
With the
how not
empty
to eat.
lungs.
He learned that you don't need to eat. You don't really need food, and I could agree with that because when I
Fact. That's a
was
fact
younger, I
too.
was healthy as an ox, and I could run far. I could play back-to-back basketball games and not break a sweat. I was so in shape. I played baseball, and we were poor, so I really didn't have food all the time, and I barely ate.
Yeah.
I was skinny, but I was healthy as a motherfucker. People that ate all the time, they couldn't run as fast as I could. I was in super shape.
That's where that word glutton comes in, right,
I
Charles?
believe
People
that.
overeat.
Yeah,
You overeat.
I was chiseled like a chiseler, not a twizzler. Well, I gotta jump off here. I gotta go.
Okay, yeah, me
Yeah.
too. I'm already over here working on my copper and stuff. So yeah, I got to.
Oops.
Yeah.
I gotta,
Okay.
or I'm going to grow some plants and do that. Put copper in there. So I have copper too.
Yeah.
I got a lot of
fun.
it from computer parts. All these like things that are like
Yeah.
copper wound up.
If you rewind this, you can see my setup with that little argon generator behind my plant.
I know a few
Peace to
people that do that.
everyone
Yeah, I
in
know a
the
few people that
chat.
do that. Yeah. Chat, Gabe, Charles. Thank you.
Peace to Kimba, Gabe, and Christos, and who else came up here?
Lucid.
Lucid. Yeah, sorry. I'm fucking baked like an oven. But
Okay.
yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, thanks
Okay.
for having me on.
Good to talk to you, Gabe.
Anytime, Gabe.
Yes. Bye bye, everybody.
Peace. Everyone have a great day. I'm out like trout.